Now I'm on there. Okay, so at least I know it's recording. And now I'm online. Let's see who comes online with me today on this July 4th Independence Day supposedly thing we're doing. Let's see who comes on. Who is coming on? Hello, everybody. Been laying around all day, relaxing on the phone, hanging out. It's actually a beautiful day in Los Angeles. Not as hot as it has been. We have some winds happening, so that's good. It is July 4th. I never say happy July 4th or happy Independence Day or happy July 4th. I don't say that because I don't feel it. Especially these days, I don't feel it. I'm watching people actually argue online. Everybody's just arguing about everything these days. Arguing about it's happy Independence Day, not happy July 4th. There we go. That's some of the fireworks. It's been quiet all day. That happens as soon as I come on the show. It was quiet all day. That's the first one for today. But folks are arguing about what to call it. I'm like, I don't call it either. It's just another day for me. I don't have a 9-to-5 job that works 5 days a week or anything like that, so I don't have no day off. And like, I'm getting a day off kind of by default because I'm choosing to have a day off. I could be working. I got a million things I could be doing right now, but I'm not going to. But then I come on, see who's watching. See 4 people are watching. I don't know who you are, but thanks for saying. I guess for watching a little bit. My hair. I've not washed my hair or anything today. I'm gonna go outside for a little bit and see what's going on outside. A little bit of gray coming in right there. I'll shave that off. I'm just on the phone with my friend Tony Moore, texting with some folks, stuff going on for the week coming up. Took my pills. So we're good. We're good. I'm not going nowhere. Relax. I think some of the soaps are on today. I think I thought they were not. I thought none of them were on, but I'm looking to see some soaps are on. So I guess I'll watch them later. I didn't know they were on. Hi, Natasha Hunter. Oops. Nice drink. Something a little different. People like extra connections. I should put it as live. This is one of my shows that I do. I was trying to figure out. I'm not necessarily talking about soaps. I'm not necessarily talking about things. I'm just like, what do I want to talk about? I'm like, what kind of show can I put it on? I got all these shows, so this is it. That's all. There we go. Now I'm setting this up. I'm sure folks are out there eating food with loved ones celebrating. So it's such a weird holiday to celebrate. Let's see. We get back to the lives. Oh, Michelle. Hey, Michelle Buchanan. I know you. And Sis M. Hello. I know. To me, it's a weird holiday. I let folks, if they want to enjoy it and whatever, they enjoy it. I don't tell people what to do. So I'm like, I don't really celebrate July 4th or anything like that. Our country's in shambles. No matter what side of the aisle you're on, we're in shambles. Yeah, we need so much help. Oh, we need so much help. We do. 1 second, my niece is calling me.
I only met him one time.
So hello, you're live on the air with James Lott Jr. actually.
Hello. I think there's something wrong with my speaker because I can't hear anything.
Oh my God, you can't hear anything. It's obviously you. No, I'm not going over. James is staying home. I'm not going nowhere. James is staying home today. He's been busy last week and a half. No, James Lott Jr. staying home. He ain't doing shit. I'm doing a show. As you know, I'm doing a show right now live. But other than that, no, James is staying home. He's tired. He's staying home. He's old and tired. He's not going nowhere.
You old party pooper.
I'm a party pooper, you guys. She called me a party pooper. live on air. He did. You can't hear me?
He says James Lott is staying home because he's old and a party pooper.
Yes. Well, the party pooper. I am staying home.
Says you gotta go pick up your lazy ass later.
Yeah, you can. So I welcome him to try to come get me. I'm a big boy. Like him get me.
He says, I would like to see him. What did you say? To come get you?
He's trying to come inside and give. I'm a big boy. Try to pull me out the house. Yes.
Yeah, I pulled you out the house. You put your pants on.
So now I just want you to know, Ricardo, you're live on the air with me right now. I'm on YouTube live. I'm live on YouTube, so they can hear everything. As you guys know that. So yes, I'm wearing shorts, people. I'm wearing shorts, people. I love you guys too. Bye. Okay, so that's what happens in my life. My life, people just call me. Now that's my family lives 2 blocks away from me. They're all doing some stuff. Like my hair today, I have not washed it. This is a holiday, kids. I have not washed it. I have not done anything to it. These curls are from like 2 days ago. I'm like, today's the day I'm not doing no hair. I'm not doing no face. I'm not doing nothing. It is wild hair day because my hair is beautiful. All hair is beautiful. And I'm letting it out there because us Black folks are allowed to have wild hair on TV because they think it's something different. So I have wild hair today. It is all over the place, but it's beautiful curls in there. My hair is soft and luxurious. But it's wild today. I didn't put a cap. I have a cap right here. I usually put it on. I'm like, I'm not gonna shame myself. I'm like, my hair. Good. It's the holiday. I'm having a drink. It is my version of July 4th. Because again, Daphne. Again, it goes back to our world. My hair represents our country. It's crazy. It's curly in some parts, straight in others. Oh, thank you, Michelle. It's just really, I've never had curly hair before. We had Kurt show a pic. I've never had curly hair before, you guys. It's the first time I've had curly hair. My hair is straight, or as you know, I had it shaved off. So I'm obsessed with my hair. I'm obsessed with these. Look at these. My hair is long, you guys. My hair goes down to here. My hair is long. It is long. I just shave the sides. But see, normally for you guys, I either put it in a ponytail or I put a hat on. I'm like, hi, I'm James Lott Jr. Do I look good? I'm like, fuck it today. It's just wild hair. We should love our hair. That's any race, that's any type. Because there are people I know tell them if you have curly hair, it's horrible. It should be straight. It means nothing. Your hair, or if you have straight hair, it should be curly. It doesn't matter. Your hair is your hair. Whatever you got from your parents. Whether your hair's thick or thin or whatever. I mean, or you can't grow hair, whatever it is. We're all dealt different cards, right? We're all dealt with, my hair is too wild some days too. No 2 hairs going to same direction. Exactly. It's life. I'm showing you life behind the scenes. This is James Lott Jr. unplugged, or Jr. uncombed. So I can grab my pick. It's like I was trying to see if I can make it into a huge afro, but I'm obsessed with it. It's just there. It's just there. But it's like I know I'm very fortunate to have hair. I know I am. I have a lot of friends who can't grow hair anymore, don't have hair. So I'm very fortunate. I'm very fortunate. So whether I have a bad hair day or yeah, exactly, sis, I'm the same way. In my 50s, to have hair, a head full of hair, and I'm not losing it. I have a head full of hair. I'm like, it's just like, look at all this. It's not going anywhere. And I use great products. I take care of it. It's my hair. I'm feeling right now it's soft. It's really soft. It's just not combed or anything. But that made it worse. This is crazy. It's crazy hair. It's crazy hair. I'll probably shave it all off at some point again. This is my last hurrah. I'm growing it out and doing stuff with it. And then at some point, I'm going to shave it all off. Because having a shaved head is the easiest, folks. It is. It's very easy. But to know that I can grow it, my hair is very healthy, which is a good sign also for health reasons. I am very grateful. I am very grateful. So I will take, so yeah, it's a little while. So no cap today. I'm not going to cover my hair up out of scariness or whatever. Yeah, so today I decided I sent out one email. That was it. That was a work-related email. I have to make one phone call later about work tomorrow, but it'll be a fun call. And I have one other email to answer to later. I'm gonna answer it tomorrow. I decided, but I'm just taking it to today to relax. I ran the streets yesterday, and Saturday, and Friday, and Thursday. I'm tired, you guys. I'm tired. I've been running around. Oh, Emmy videos. I still got like 7 Emmy videos to put out. I put out what I can put out. The rest will come out when they come out. That's how you look at it. Shit. If you're not following my Patreon and helping me out there, I become a Lottie. It's patreon.com. I'll put it in the put it over here. At any tier, you join any tier, you get all kinds of goodness from James Lott Jr. Doesn't matter what price you pick, you get good content from James Lott Jr. Hello, Sylvia Marsh. Great name, of course. I know who you are, but great name. We have fun. So I want to tell you, sis, who's coming up. It's going to be Beth Maitland, Aaron D. Spears from Bold and the Beautiful. What am I missing? A couple of folks who are not on soaps. I'm looking right here. Oh, Olivia Alley Lind, who played Faith, and Dan Furgal, who plays EJ on Days, and then a few other people. So those are the ones that are left. Yeah, that's the thing. That's what Michelle Stafford does. But Michelle's my closest friends. I love Michelle. I was in one of her video chats once. It was so funny. Yeah, Michelle Stafford has a business. Her business is her business. So it's like Young and Restless is one thing, and Skid Nation is another. So that's the thing too. Also, if you don't want to subscribe to my channel, you can buy me a coffee. It's only like $5. It's like a little thing. Buymeacoffee.com, James Lott Jr. Put it in the chat. And some folks have bought me a coffee. I usually do a video and say, thank you for sponsoring my coffee. And I say your name. Something too. There's a couple of things. I know Krista and Al and I are friends. We've been friends for years. And I know Matt for years too. So there was only that's why I told well, this is not an interview. I didn't want to interview her. I was like, I wanted just to hang out with her for a little bit. I love her so much. I just want to hang out with her. We'll have her on the show, like a legitimate show, and talk to her. But I was like, I don't want to interview her. I was like, she's been interviewed all up and down the seacoast, whatever, about stuff. It was like, I just want to just hang out with her for just do something funny. And, because I mean, it was about Trish. I was like, there's nothing to tell. I mean, there's nothing really to tell. She's doing her job on the show. And we gotta wait for the storyline to get, move forward. So I just wanted to talk to her. So thanks, Johnny. It was just funny seeing her. I saw her walk by and she was like, oh my gosh, she ran to me, hugged, and we just had a really good time. So it was just for fun. I think sometimes, people like to see their stars just in their natural habitats, like just behind the scenes. Oh yeah, Matthew and Tammy. That interview, George, very popular. That one really, 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 really was good. They have a whole storyline, Matthew and Tammy, starting in 2019 at AfterBuzz TV up until now. So that's why I was like, you interview Matthew, you guys have a thing going. Everyone was like, oh my God, those two. Hi, Deb. Hi, Tracy. Films 5555. I'm just answering all these questions. You guys have questions. How successful is Stafford's Kitchen line? It's very successful. I have her products. That's my products. Their shit does work. So here's one of her products. And I'll do it for Michelle. It's her Scrubbalicious. And it is so good. This is probably older packaging. I think the light hits it. So I have some of her products. And this one, it works. This works. Her coconut oil, it does work. Her shit works. So skidnation.com, Station Beauty on Instagram. Her stuff works. I love it. That was in my thing. So yeah, it does work. It's very successful. And Chris is quirky. So is Michelle. They're quirky. They're quirky gals, but they're talented actors who raise children and are open about their troubles and their successes. They're two people I just really they support my career. I support their career. They're very cool. She is. Michelle is a great actress. When she gets good material, she knocks out the park. And when she gets somewhat material, she still knocks out the park. She does the best she can with it. And I tell people all the time, so they go, the actress do it. I'm like, no, it's not Michelle. She's playing the role that they're asking her to play. We have to kind of remember that. They play what's written for them. You know, they don't consider run anything. She just does her job. Oh yes. Oh my God. Yeah, because Christian J. LeBlanc's my cousin, so I knew it'd be funny when he came over. And I never met Tracy Bregman. And Tracy, you guys, in person, she's even more beautiful than you see her on TV. Like I'm like, that's what I was like, what is her secret? Like, she has a fountain of youth or something? Like, she's just like, and again, it wasn't a straight up, it was an interview, but it was kind of like we were hanging out and kind of talking. And I think that's what fans like sometimes, just to see them in there and just being funny and that. Yeah, seeing them how funny they are. You know, but see, I want to tell everybody something. Red carpets are very hard because we only get a certain amount of time with them. And what you guys don't see behind the scenes, behind them or behind the camera over here, are people going like this or like this or cut out. There's always the stuff going on by the counter, behind the camera. They're telling us. So we're trying to watch them still be in the interview. We don't know how long we get them for. Sometimes we get them for 30 seconds to 4 minutes. It could be anything in between. You could be in a good, you ask them a good question, and then somebody's going, cut. You're like, because they're trying to get to, because the red carpet was only 2 hours, and everybody, they need their time with them, and I get that. So red carpets are really hard because you're like, well, we're going to ask them, and then if you ask them something that's really good, they give you a lengthy answer, you only get one question. But Kimberly Brown came on, here's a little behind the scenes, kids. Hi, Jill Carter. Hi, Andrea. When Kimberly Brown walked over, the PR woman goes, James, you only get 2 questions. She was like, James, ask me whatever you want. And cause I know Kimberly and I are friends, so I know I've known her for years. So, but they were like, there's so many different things going on, depending on what the PR person is or not. And some outlets aren't allowed to have certain actors. It does happen. Luckily, JLJ Media, I'm allowed to have everybody because I'm JLJ Media, bitches. That's why I get them all. But it's like, what do you ask them? What do you not ask them? What's, you see their outfit. There's so many things going on, and you don't know how long you're going to have them for. So it's really tough. And so Tammy and I think we did a great job. Looking at the videos, like we did a good job with each one because it was something different for each one. So we'll also have James Reynolds and Reverend Bowens from Days of Our Lives coming up too. That was a good interview too, good one too. So Tracy and Christian, Matt and Chris, they're like my friends. So we're just kind of like we're hanging out. Yes, Krista she has her past. I'm not there to ask her all those kind of questions, whatever. And also, yes, and Deb, you gotta look natural. You gotta look natural while you're standing there. And like, well, where's my microphone? I got a microphone over here. I have microphones everywhere. I have a microphone back there too, my gold one. And I'm just like, looking, I'm like, okay. And so, yes, and so you gotta keep the sentence going while they're back there going, cut it. You're like, so, and thank you so much for coming to talk to us. We love you so much. And congratulations. It's such a shit show behind the scenes. But when I'm looking at all the videos, I'm going, oh my God, I love these videos. They're all pretty good. Between me and Tammy, we got like 50 videos, you guys. That's a lot because I'm considered one of the major networks. And that's how it works. Do I ever get starstruck? Yes. Not very often, because I know a lot of the actors. I know they're actors. But I saw Susan Lucci, and I got really starstruck. I really starstruck. She was right next to me. I was like, oh my God, Susan Lucci. I totally got starstruck. I'm trying to think of the current people that I talked to. Mark Grossman, who plays Adam on Y&R, he's dreamy. I was like, I like Adam on the show and everything, but that was my first time meeting him in person. And when he came over, I was just like, oh my God, you're dreamy. You're dreamy. I don't know as much starstruck as I was wet. I was like, he's amazing. Tanner Novlin, another one. We met him before. We did a show before. Whew, he's hotsy-totsy too. He was like, wow, like, oh my God. But now we know a little bit. So yeah, but Star Trek so far, for the red carpet was this year, I wasn't Star Trek by anybody. It was good. It was good. You know, my first time meeting Laura Wright and Kelly Monaco, my Kelly Monaco interview is the biggest of all of them. If you have not watched it, Kelly is real as fuck. Kelly just tells like it is about her character, about her performance in her character, her house burning down. Oh my God, it was the funniest, most real interview I've done in a long time. It's and I see why it's a huge hit. It is the bomb. So it was really nice. I've always wanted to meet her. And I talk shit about Sam, the character of Sam, all the time. But I don't have anything against Kelly Monaco. And for correction, for Laura Wright, I don't talk shit about Laura Wright. I talk shit about the character of Carly here and there, and why she's on all the time. But I don't talk shit about Carly Wright. I have nothing against. I think she's a legend. I think Laura Wright's a legend. It was great talking. We had a great conversation. So there's some folks on the trying to start messing with me, and I'm like, I don't like her man. But I said for you, I like her. Oh, like, you know. And Taraya, yes. It was funny because they weren't together. So when I saw Cam first, I was like, you know, Cameron and I, you know, we go way back. And so we know each other. And I, of course, I from AfterBuzz TV days, and so we knew each other from then. So we're friends, and Cameron and I are friends. So when she came up, I knew, and then her boyfriend too. I know her boyfriend. We're talking Star Wars off camera. So you Taraya fans up there, we were talking Star Wars off camera, talking about Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's kind of fun on the carpet. But no, she saw me, came right over, and I was like, we gotta talk. I know we gotta talk. I knew her and Nancy Lee Grahn. I knew those were the two. I couldn't get Nancy, ran out of time. I know Nancy, got her out of time, but I knew Cameron, and I wanted to give her a safe space. I thought she should be able to talk about it. I said, I'm not gonna deny any woman who wants to talk about this. So we had a great conversation, as you saw, on my Patreon, James Lott Jr., go there, and you can check out my any tier locks, $5, $10, any tier locks the video, and you'll see what she's talking about. And it was very heartfelt, and she, you know, she's had a hard time with this. It was a hard time for her, and I totally get it. And then Kate came later, who looked beautiful in ivory. It was our first time meeting in person. And it was so much fun. She's beautiful. She's so beautiful and so nice. And she was, as you saw, she was so complimentary to me. And it was really nice to meet her. So now that I met her in person, I feel like now my next Taraya interview will be really, really, really good because now I know both of them in person. It'll be really good. It was amazing. I was like, it was so good to see them. I'm trying to go down the line. What you guys are talking about. You guys are going faster than me. George Blackman, thank you. Misha Morgan, I will tell you, he's a little behind the scenes on that one too. We all got really, when she won, I think she was going to win. I just think she was going to win. That competition for the lead actress was very tough. But when she won, all of us behind the scenes literally leapt up and started screaming. And a lot of us were like, we didn't realize how much her winning was going to affect us, people of color, especially Black people. We were so like, wow. And she looked so beautiful. Oh, she was so gracious. So I was glad I was able to ask her the question. If you want to watch on my YouTube channel, you can see the question I asked her. I was so glad I was able to ask her that question. And she answered it beautifully. Michelle Morgan, you know, congratulations to her. I want to get on the show sometime, the actual show. So it's opening. I know Carson Boatman. I know Greg Vaughn. I saw Carson from afar, but we didn't get a chance to talk about it time. But Greg, same thing. Greg and I are friends. So Greg saw me and Tammy, ran over and gave us huge hugs and talked to us for a few minutes. The Days cast came all around the same time. So it was like a clusterfuck. It was like all this stuff going on. We couldn't get to everybody. So we couldn't interview because the show was about to start. And they had to get everybody seated because it was for time for CBS. So there were a bunch of days, folks like Stacey Hyde who came by and hugged us, Sal Stowers, and we saw people they were rushing them in, and they made sure to give us a hug and then went in. But Greg came over, and let me tell you something, folks. Michelle Stafford is the owner of Skin Nation. Let me tell you something, but Carson Bowman's hot, okay? But Greg Vaughn, let's talk about Greg Vaughn for a second. I've known Greg Vaughn now 7 years, 6, 7 years. It's 2020, about 6, 7 years. Greg Vaughn, when he talks to you, it's like the world melts away. He's so soulful. I always say that he's so soulful. He's so like, James, how are you? Like, he really cared. This is a great actor. Every time I see him, I feel like he cares about it. I want to spill my guts. Like, oh my God, my life. Like, he's like, how are you doing? You look great. Tammy, you look wonderful. Big, real hugs. Not like little, not like that. It's a hug. He's one of the nicest guys in the business. I will say, I will always speak highly of him all these years, every single time I've seen him, whether it's for an interview or on a red carpet or out and about. He is super, 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 super nice, and he's hot as fuck. Let me just tell you, he is hot, 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 hot to baby this evening. I just want to tell you that. 1,000 Lottner, thank you very much for the compliment. I'll take that. My jacket and everything. Just telling you, he's hot. Raven looked amazing. So I never met Raven before. So the interview coming out this week will be Raven and James Reynolds together. They came together. James and I are friends. So he came to come over, but he brought her with him. She was lovely. We had a great conversation about her being gender fluid and being bisexual and the whole thing, being in love with twins. But she looked beautiful. Again, they all came to play. My interview with Kelly Tebow, she was to me the most beautiful. Her eyes matched her dress. She was so gracious, everything. Whew, I'll tell you, Greg Vaughn, he ages very well. He ages very, very, very well. Well, I think about Greg Vaughn. Greg Vaughn he's Republican, he's not a crazy person. And he just, seriously, he's so respectful to others. So I see why she likes him. He's very respectful to others. And he's hot. He's hot. You asked me once before, I don't know Nicole J. Butler. I don't know her. Her name sounds government, but I don't know her. Like you said, Michelle Stafford's the owner of Skin Nation. Make sure I get all the questions that were in here, thoughts were in here. And Tammy and I worked it out. That red carpet was, like I said, you have to be in it to win it. And you know who you're getting next. You gotta remember if they're nominated, you gotta remember who they're nominated and why they're nominated and what they're nominated for. You gotta remember everything. And Tammy and I I told her she did a great job. She was a great person for JLJ Media. Next year, I hope to have Frank Moran with me and Amanda Russ. So I have my whole team, because we all do this so we can really switch it out and do it. And folks, it was all filmed on this camera. My phone just falls. I'm sorry, everything just fell over here on the side. You can't see what's going on over here. I need to fall inside. My phone, everything just fell over. I used that camera for everything. And it worked out just fine, kids. I'm just telling you, sometimes you don't need fancy equipment or fancy anything to do something. You have a dream, some spit and glue, you can do anything you want. Sometimes. That's how I look at it as. So I mean, it was a lot of fun. But of course, like we said, the mood was also marred by what's going on in America, especially. There's a lot going on right now, you guys. It's so scary. And I know the other day I was talking about this and I'd lost some viewers, and I was like, that's fine. It's life is not all soap operas and Hallmark Channel, and it's great to have escapes. I watch the stuff to escape also. But we can't put our heads in the sand, and we have to keep our eyes open and everything peeled and see what's going on, because freedoms are being taken away, you guys, and chances are one of your freedoms will be taken away at some point. Well, if you're a woman, there's already been something taken away already. But the rest of us, we gotta be careful, kids. We're next. Everybody's next. It's all next. So I say there's a place for our soap operas. There's a place for television, streaming, movies, music. I always tell people all the time, there's a place for it, of course. You should have it. You can't, because you can't watch the news 24/7. You can't do anything to it. It'll just drive you crazy. You'll just go crazy. They're crazy. And I don't think, and I said this when I met Christian Alfonso, I said this to her. I don't think that TV is frivolous. I don't think soap operas are frivolous. I don't think television, I don't think Stranger Things is frivolous. I think that it all has a place. It's all art. It has a place. And for us who are viewers, we need that hour, hour and a half hour, 20 minutes, 45 minutes, however long these shows are, to have a moment to just kind of to forget for a little bit. Nothing wrong with that. I think completely, we should do that. And it's just do that. But then that's why I call it Non-Independence Day today. I have my own activism that I do. I'm 53 years old. I've been through a lot in this country. Trust me. I don't want to live anywhere else. I'm glad to live here, but I've been through a lot in this country. I fight for my right to be in this country. And I've had a lot of things, horrible things happen to me that were out of my control based on my race, or sexuality, or height, or size, or age. Trust me, I have. But I still want to live here. I still want us to all have equality. And so there's time to time, I will always, my couple shows a couple weeks ago, I will always speak out when I can. But at the same time, I'll always speak out for art and culture. We have to have that too. We have to have art and culture, politics, law and politics. All right, cars. You just kind of have to. You got to have a little bit of everything. And so I will always want everything. And if I lose viewers, that's so be it. I feel like if I don't say anything, I'm complicit. So I gotta say stuff. But I put out silly things. I'm on TikTok. I put stuff out there too. I like all kinds of goodies. But I say we got to look at everything. Got to look at everything, folks. One day, my paintings, I just started talking about the other day. Remember, I was just talking about I haven't done anything with them. I was busy this weekend with family. It was my mother's birthday. So I spent all my time with my family this weekend. That's why today I'm relaxing. Get to take care of the family you have. She's the only mother really I have. So I gotta make sure I'm there for a while I have her. I know a lot of folks don't have their mothers or their fathers or relatives. So I have a mother. And so we live 4 miles away from each other. So I made sure I spent time with her this weekend. So yes, the painting stuff, it'll be at some point. We'll get there. I think I can take care. I got to finish this Emmy stuff and a few other things first, so I can get there. But you guys, it will be. I will show it. I'm going to show it. But it gets back to deficit balance. Everything I'm trying to balance everything of like how much I want to talk about this, how much about that. The soap block comes back next Sunday. So those of you guys who are missing our Sunday soaps, Shady Sundays, we're back next Sunday, starting at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. The Wine on Me Spotlight, then the Bowl Me Spotlight, the NGH Spotlight. So we're back to having your crazy, crazy Sundays, talking about the soaps. It's been a few months we had off. So that just happened. But during the week, I might talk about something else. Really different. Hi, Manny B, 175. We just have to really, I like to balance my talks out. The things that are serious, the things that are not so serious, things that are silly. I like to laugh. I cry on these shows. It's funny. Me and Frank, we've been doing the Obi-Wan Kenobi shows while we're off. So I still get to see Frank once a week during the middle of the week. But back to soap operas. Okay, I've been telling people, watch other people, see how they're doing 10-4GH and all them. But we're the OGs, we're the GOATs. We're coming back. And I tell people, they're like, are you worried about them? I'm like, no, our fans know us, they'll come back. Some of our fans hate us, they scream at us, they show up every Sunday or on Mondays listening afterwards. My soap shows are still we've had no new shows for like 2.5 months. Still my top shows on my network. I have over 50 shows, and the soap block is still a huge hit for me on here. So we will be back to talk about your soap operas, to disagree or agree or whatever. The girls and Frank and we're gonna work it out. And I'm kind of giddily excited about it. I'm like, this will be kind of funny. I haven't done it, so I'm a little rusty now that I got off the wheel. I guess so. Folks, tell me, were there Frank's raps? I gotta find that music. So was there new soap today? I'm in California. Was there new Bold? Was there new YNR? And was there new General Hospital today? I haven't checked my DVR yet. So is there? Like, because I don't know. I can't. I don't. So somebody asked me in the chat room. Were there new episodes? Were there new episodes today of soaps? Because I'm thinking about format. So repeat GH. Okay, good. I've heard about that then. But was Bold and YNR new? So I gotta make sure I add that into. So on the East Coast, yes, on the East Coast. So on the East Coast, you had new. Because I want to make sure. I mean, I'll see it on my DVR, but I'll get my mind right. Because I just start watching them in a different way. New YNR in Canada. Okay, bro. Hi, Brian. Oh, same Deb. Okay. So new YNR, new Bold. That's good to know. Okay. So I have an hour and a half I need to watch today. Okay, got it. And Days will do today. Okay, so Days will do today too. I get to watch someone for fun, so that's not bad. But the other two I have to watch. I do have to watch for shows. Okay. I gotta take notes, you guys. I used to pull my phone out and take notes. I can do that. So okay, so they were all okay. It's good. Okay, good to know. Okay, that's good to know. So I was like, are they new? Are they new this week? Oh my god, are they new? So Days was new today. Okay, good. Okay, that's good to know. So I'm gonna prepare myself because I have to watch the shows differently than I can. Recently I've just been watching them for shits and giggles and fun. But now that I'm doing it for the show, you guys will scream if I don't catch something. So I gotta watch it like a hawk. I'm like, if I miss anything, people scream at me. So I feel like Socha has calmed down a little bit the last last 3 or 4 days. I don't see for a while there. It was heightened. It was like everybody was pissed. I'm seeing a little lighter these last couple of days. I was like, oh, that is not as crazy as it's been. So I'm almost to 3,000. I think I'm almost to 3,000 subscribers, you guys. I think I'm like 8 away from 3,000. So I think everybody here is subscribed to me. So everybody, if you're watching, 20 of you, if you're watching the show, please subscribe. So I'm at 299. So I'm at. I want to see the exact number I'm at. So I'll tell you guys. I'm at 2. I'm gonna look right here. Give me a second. I'm going to my YouTube studio. Okay, kids. I'm at 2,992 subscribers. So I'm just 8 short away from making it to 3,000. 8 away. So in 2 years, I went from 300 subscribers to 3,000. That's crazy. It's 100 times more. I'm not good at math, but I know that much. So I'm very proud. So thank you guys. Thank you. And a lot of them are Taraya fans. I have to say, Taraya gave me a huge boost for a while there. My biggest video is Taraya video. My third biggest video is a Taraya video. They're both huge. I think the first one's almost at 60,000. And the other one's at 15, I think. So I'm like, thank you. So thank you. I mean, you guys are, and the third video, the wedding one, where's that one? Where's that one at? Let me see where that one's at. Good question. Let's see. Oh my, when Cost of Heart videos are up there. That's so funny. So Cameron, the first one's at 58,000. The second one's at 14. And let me look down. And the third one is at 3,000. And my video for Tariah getting engaged is at 3,000. Okay. Yeah, so look, the one I did a month ago with them is at 3. I'm surprised it's not bigger. I like that first interview. Everybody likes that first interview. It's so funny, I guess. Matthew, that's my girl. It's Manifer. Hello, yes. I've been live off and on. It's not even you, it's me. It's not you, it's me. I've had a sort of erratic schedule with the Daytime Emmys and everything. So I just haven't been on as much. But hello, I've been on for a while. How long have I been on? Let me see how long I've been on. I'm curious. Let's see how long I've been on. I've been on for 40 minutes. Okay. 40 minutes. So yeah, so the 3 Tariah videos are at 58.14 over 3. My Tariah getting engaged video, just me talking about them, is at 3. So thank you. You guys have given me a lot. GH people have given me a lot of people came over here. After Buzz TV was where a lot of you guys found me originally. And then that closed down, and I said, I'm going to continue this. It was for you guys. I was like, they want a place to talk. And after TV had a place to talk, and they went away. So, yeah, I had a lot. I'm sorry, Manifer. We had a lot of interviews. A lot of interviews. I have 7 more coming. I'm not done yet because I took time for my family this weekend. So I just think, yeah, I had some family stuff going on. My mother's birthday and other stuff going on. So I'm like, yeah, so I took some time, but I have like 7 more videos coming out between me and Tammy. We got more. We got a lot of interviews. I'm very proud of ourselves. I mean, we really got, like I was telling you guys, I was telling people before, let me give you some inside information, kids. So, either you're invited to a red carpet or you have to apply to a red carpet. I work with about 20 PR firms across the country, and a lot of times they'll invite me. They're like, here we are on this red carpet for this. Here's the talent that's going to be there. We'd love for you to come. Then sometimes, like the Emmys, the Oscars, you have to apply. MTV, all those kind of things. So I've applied for Primetime Emmys before. I got turned down, but that was a while back. I'm going to apply for the Primetime Emmys again this year. Fingers crossed. But for the Daytime Emmys, I know people who are running the Daytime Emmys. So I had a feeling, and I went to it 4 years ago. I had a feeling I'd be fine, but you still never know. COVID, they had strict COVID protocols, everything. So you sign up, you get in, they give you like 20-page packets of everything. So when you show up, you get a spot, get your little spot. I don't have it over here anymore. Oh, that's what I do. Get your spot. You look for one of these on the floor. On the floor, you look for one of these. It's JLJ Media. And so then I get to my spot. And these are just small spots, you guys. We're behind a little fence thing. And there's a red carpet. It was a beautiful red carpet this year, as you saw. It was a beautiful backdrop and everything. An actual red carpet. So we were staying behind. And so we had to set up. And there were folks who came there with these huge setups. I didn't do all that. I had my little tripod over here, my little camera, my microphone. It took enough space. But I had to find space for me and for Tammy to go in and talk. So they're right. The other folks are right next to us. There's one right here and there's one right here. Dan Kroll was here and Melody from Daytime Confidential was here. So she was doing video. She was doing only audio. He was doing video. This huge video thing. These people get on my nerves. So then the PR people walk down the red carpet before anybody comes on the red carpet, and they go, "No, yes, no. Who are you? No, yes." They seriously do that. And so I remember one year they were like, "AfterBuzz, no." And I was like, and they saw me and they go, "Well, James, who are you with?" I'm all JLJ Media. And they're like, "Yes." But if different ones will come down. They do that. Who are you? Yes. Or they'll ask you, who are you looking at? They can't tell what your thing is, so they don't know who you want to go. Well, who are you looking for? And they'll make sure that if you're a talk show person, they'll make sure talk show folks come to you for sure. Like if that's your specialty. Like for Tony's to Shandays. So like Eva, he said Eva walked by from both people. She's like, you don't want us. And it was so funny because he's right. He wants Days or Eyes people. So they kind of, but for JLJ Media, I'll take Days also. I don't care. They were like fourth in my obviously in my whatever, but I'll take Days people. I got place for them. I have a Days of Our Law. I have a Daytime Emmys podcast. So we can put it on that. So they came by, they're like, oh, James. And I know, and at this point, I know many of the people working there. Like, oh, James, not do anything for James. So we were fine. So, but they do that. They literally go down and see who you are, and then they go into business. So for me, oh yeah, all these fireworks. So for me, while it's happening, then people start arriving. They have handlers or PR people with them, whatever, and they have cards with their names. We don't know their names. I know most of their names at this point because I've been doing so much. And they walk up and down. And they go, "Do you want? Do you want? Do you want?" And it's just all about timing. It's all about timing because, like for example, I wanted Nancy Lee Ron, and she was coming down the pike, but she could be free when you're in a. Well, here's an example. Here's a total example. Aaron D. Spears. As soon as we saw each other, we're like, we're buddies. We're like, yes. But I was interviewing someone else. So then he was standing there, but then someone else wanted him. So when I was free, he was somewhere else being interviewed. We're like, okay. And then and I had no idea how long it's going to take for him to be interviewed. Then all of a sudden, someone else goes, well, here's so-and-so. Well, I want them too. So then you grab them. I'm interviewing. Then he comes 3. It was the funniest thing. It was like 4 times our timing was off. That's just how it works. That's how it is. Meanwhile, you're also watching down there going, I see Teo Panglis. He's my buddy. I see Lawrence St. Victor. We know we want him. I see Kelly Monaco. Like you see them, because I'm tall. So I'm looking over everything. I'm looking down. I'm like, I can see them over there. So you're like, okay. But meanwhile, you can't treat your guests like they're not important. Because obviously they're important. You gotta be also present in the video to talk to them. You gotta be totally present. And so that's what you have to kind of go, you kind of look and go, okay. But yes, as you were saying, you gotta make sure you really get that because the important part actually is the video. Everything I'm telling you is all just like whatever. But if I get a bad interview, then it defeats the purpose. So I gotta make sure I have a good little short interview while all that's going on. So I'm telling you, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on behind us and in front of us you don't see. That's just like, the winner's circle is much easier because you all sit in one spot. They have a microphone, and so a handler walks over and goes, "Hi, here's the winner for lead actor in a drama series, John McCook, Bold and the Beautiful." And then he comes over, and then I was in charge of the. There was a woman in charge of the microphone at one point. That I became in charge of the microphone, and so then we passed it around, and then the question for me was, what do I record? Do I record just my question and their answer? Do I record some of their answers? So a couple of them I did. It was mostly just my question because it's fair. I'm going to be fair. It's for me. But there were a couple like John McCook. That was a moment because he won for the first time in 35 years. It was a big deal. A couple of questions that were kind of generic questions. I kept them on, so it was fine. And I gave those people credit. I said that was some of it digest whatever, and they were print, so it didn't matter. I'm the one who they were both print audio, and I was actual video. So it was really nice to do that. And all my videos are on audio. So if you're like, well, where's all these? If you want to listen to them, go to Bold and Beautiful Mini Spotlight or GH Mini Spotlight or Wine Army Spotlight or Daytime Emmys specials. And they're all 4 podcasts feature the various interviews. I said, put them on audio too. People on audio are loving it. I mean, we had a huge week on audio this week. There's very much, you have to there's a lot that goes, seriously. And plus, I'm sweating because all the lights are on me. I have hair. So I'm trying to like, Tammy's like, dab, James. I'm like, okay, I'm trying to dab. Okay, they're white ladies, they're white. I dab, and okay, I'm ready again. Okay, I'm ready. Now, then I had a food bag nearby because I was like, just in case you get thirsty or need a snack, always have breath mints nearby. I always have breath mints nearby. So I have that over here. So we're always like just going back and forth. You need a breath mint, you need water, you need water, you need water. Just because it just make sure you do that, and you stand a lot. So they actually gave us chairs. You don't always get chairs at red carpets. They gave us chairs, which were a godsend for like Tammy was wearing heels, so it was a godsend. So interesting. I'm in communications premieres. I'm so much in video and PR. Yeah, communications and print is very different than video and PR. It's very different, right? I come from years ago, pre-video. I mean, I used to write for newspapers, and so I did print work. I got into this video world 7-8 years ago, so that's what's so fun. And so it's very interesting, very interesting. It's doing world. So David, it's the voters. The voters chose. They saw the reel. They don't go by the whole year's worth of work. They saw the reel, and they chose. They said they thought that Kelly had the best reel. I like Kelly Tebow. I like her performance. I saw her reel. I liked her performance. So I love Kimberly Brown obviously too. That's my girl. So I wasn't upset, and Kelly was shocked. She was shocked. That's something about that's a lot of things, the politics, voting. You actually watch the reel. It's a lot. There's a lot goes on behind the scenes there. The red carpet was warm. It wasn't like blazing up. It was warm because it's just a huge. It was a huge auditorium, but there's just so many lights everywhere. And because I have hair and I was wearing a jacket, we were all kind of sweating. Everybody's lights were on. It was very well lit. I almost brought lights with me, and I had to bring lights with me, so it was great. So because I was wondering, Black folks, we have to be lit a little differently. Because you have to make sure we're seen. And there were a bunch of us there. My friend Walker was there. The girl from Daytime Confidential, Lavelle J. Lee, they're all there. So, but yeah, but David, it's politics. It's whatever, whoever watches the actual reels, whoever they pick for their reels, that they go by that. They don't go by the whole year. Sometimes they do. If they put that in, if the particular actor who's voting goes, this reel's nice, but I'm also going to put in that Kimberly Brown's been doing it for 30 years. Then that may have, like John McCook got it, and that could have been it. It could be because he's been around for 35 years and never won. Some people say Stacey Hyduke should have put in for Susan, put some Susan stuff in there in her reel. She only did Kristen. She didn't do Susan. So, but here's the thing. Every single person who won were first-time winners. So to me, that's something. That's something you said about that each person who won was Jeff Korber. They're all first-time winners. And that doesn't, I don't, and that's not really common. That's not really that common to have that happen. From lead actor and actress, supporting actress, younger actress. I think younger actress should be 2 separate categories. That's just my opinion. Nicholas Chavez should have won. He was great. But so Olivia Ali Lynn was good. Cindy Michaela was good. I mean, there were some good younger actors that could have also. I think female and male, they could have separated them and did it separately. I think so. I think could have. Luckily, my girl who plays Phyllis has 2 Emmys. I've seen her Emmys. I polished them. They're sitting at her house, so she's doing good. She got her Emmys. But yes, I think Kimberly Brown's year will be this year for next year. I think Kimberly's scenes this year are going to be good for next year. I think that could be her year because she had, the shooting of her own son, all that stuff. I think she has a chance for next year. I think she does. So I think that's what it is. So I think the Tony, same thing. Tony's the same thing. First time was the thing. I think that's good. It's great. New blood. It's like kind of like, okay, they're taking chances. But I know that whoever wins, there'll be folks you don't like who won, and folks think, it's it's very interesting. And there are folks that just they were just happy to be there. A lot of them were just happy to be nominated still. No, John McCook has never won. That was his first. He was nominated 3 times, but he never won. I know there are people you think who have Emmys who don't have Emmys. Like Kelly Monaco was nominated like 100 years ago. She was nominated in 2006. She was there to support. She was there to support her castmates. She wasn't nominated or anything. It's like, well, Shell's got. Well, for next year, we got Amelia Heinley. We have Robert Newman. We have Peter Bergman. Y&R has some good stuff for next year. Has some good stuff for next year. They do. And there's a person in this chat that I'm going to address really quick. I saw this person's comment on one of my videos. I want to clarify something. I know doing this just gives this person more attention, but I'm going to say it anyway. So yes, I interviewed Laura Wright, and we had a great conversation. And I want to make it clear that I never talk shit about Laura Wright on my shows. She can watch my shows. I don't talk shit about her. I've mentioned the character of Carly. I don't even talk shit about Carly. I have co-hosts who in the past who hated the character of Carly. Not me. I've always said she's a daytime legend. I've always praised her performances when it was necessary. My problem that I brought up was that she's on all the time right now. And is that something that should happen? That's the only thing I've questioned. And it's out there on Twitter, and that's the only thing I've questioned, was her being on so much and not giving other people a chance. And so, because there's a huge blow. We all know General Hospital is a real bloated cast. We all know that. And there's some great actors not getting any work. And so we know Laura Wright's number 2 on the call sheet under Maurice Bernard. We know that. But my only question was that. My problem was with her man and with the character of Peter, her man played. Those are things that I've talked shit about on the show. I don't talk shit about her. So I just make that clear. She can watch my shows and not like what I said about her man. But nope, I know not about her, not for me. I've always, unless you can find somewhere I'm saying I hate her or whatever, I just question. There are things with the character I may mention here and there, but nope. And he was there. So folks were asking, Wes Ramsey was there in the background. He did no interviews. He was in the background the whole time. And I didn't want to talk to him. So I was gonna ask him to talk to him. So you guys know he was there. So I was like, so I just want to say that, but I'm going to make it very clear to that person who's in the chat room. I have no problem with Laura Wright. No problem with her. To me, she's my favorite Carly. I know Sarah Joy Brown was my favorite as a person and is a great Carly, but 3 of those Carlys were really good. And Laura's a legend. And she gave a great interview. We had a great time. She has the best hair in daytime. I'd say it's the best hair in daytime. So make sure I want to say this person's in the chat. I have to make sure I say that. And get that out. Amelia's got she has some scenes for next year that are going to be amazing. Brooke was funny. Yep. Carrie Lang has never won. Never won an Emmy. There are a lot of folks Ari Zucker was up for her 9th time on Days of Our Lives. She's never won. Never won. Never. It's like, this person was, I've read like not like character, but I have a person who was suggesting that I was being mean to her personally, and that she should watch my shows, I guess, to see that. I'm like, nope, I'm not mean to her. But yeah, when it comes to actors, most of the time I don't talk shit about actors. Only the ones that I have a problem with, that I actually have a real problem with, that are actual. We know each other as a problem with them. There are certain actors I've mentioned on my shows that had real altercations with that I don't like. And so I mentioned those. Well, I tell Two Chain the Devil, I don't care about that. But if I haven't had an altercation with you in real life, I don't anything against you, whatever. But yeah, she never won. Never won. Yeah, Robert Newman. There's some stuff. There's some stuff out there. People have not won ever. They just are nominated. You think they've won? They just get nominated every year and nothing happens. That's why John McCook finally won. Like finally he got one. 35 years in the show, 45 years in the business. You know, that's the thing. This hasn't won. You know, so it's politics, it's timing. I'll go Christian Alfonso, never won one for Hope. She never won one. I think she was nominated a couple times, never won. Those folks just don't, they're big stars. Remember, it took Susan Lucci 19 times to get it. You know, that's crazy talk. That's totally crazy. But then she got it, and then she's done. That's it. But she's still a legend. And that's the thing. Awards are great. I've been nominated for awards. I've won a few, but I've also lost a few. And it's like your work stands for itself. And that's basically what it is. And the Emmys were a fun time this year. It was fun. It was nice to be out. It was nice to be around other people. For us in press, we all know each other. So it was kind of like old home week. We had to see each other in person. A bunch of us were all in the same area. Tony was just 2 doors down, and Walker was next door, and Errol Lewis, who I know, is over here. And everybody just kind of, it was like old home week. We hadn't seen each other in person like 3 years. So that part was nice too, reconnecting with fellow press. I was next to Tom Stacy from Survivor Digest. Harlan Bowl, who runs the operation, I got to see him again in person. Like, it was just kind of nice to be together, just to be together. It's amazing. And then to see the stars, like somebody asked me to get starstruck. I usually don't anymore. If someone's good looking, I may get tongue tied. Don Diamont. Okay, let me tell you that. So they're running late. I've wanted Don Diamont on our show for years. I've never met him. Tammy's interviewed him for a special thing years ago, but I've never met him personally, whatever. He comes walk. It was getting late. He comes walking by, saying hi. He says hi to the press. I go, Don Diamont. He shook my hand and said, hey, buddy. And then kept going and looked right at me. I melted. I was just like, oh my God. I shook Don Diamant's hand. Don Diamant is as hot a person as you think he is, folks. But he gave a good, firm handshake. I saw, I'll never wash his hand again, like the Brady Bunch. He gave a firm handshake. Woo! One day I'm getting on the show, one day, but he's hot. Same thing with who else can? Somebody else can. Billy Flynn. We know Billy, so he came by and said hi and gave us hugs. He has big hugs. We know Billy. He came by. Eric Martzoff came by and his wife. I know him and his wife and his kids. They came by and hugged us. I talked to his wife. She gave me a big hug. But again, the Days folks all came around the same time towards the end. So they got, I was saying, as long as Tony gets them, which he did, he got all of them. That's all I care about. I wanted a few of them would be nice, but it just didn't. We got Lucas Adams, and we got Dan Furgal, and I got James Russell. We got a few of them, but like, I just said hi to most of them. You know, sis, I'll tell you something. He shook my hand, looked right at me. I literally wanted to faint. I just wanted to melt. I wanted to melt. Woo! Oh, he's around. He's a little older than I am. We're all in our 50s. I'm telling you, he got it. He got it. And so I mentioned Lawrence St. Victor, our buddy. Yes, and that Hugo Boss. He's tall and delicious and chocolatey. He is. Lawrence St. Victor is our friend. We love him so much. He loves our show. He watches our show. He's hot. He's hot. He's just hot. He's hot. And Aaron D. Spears had an old 70s type tux on. It looked hot stuff too. I was like, I'm telling you, the men and the women, Sal Stowers loved her outfit. Victoria Konefal loved her outfit. I feel like everyone really got dressed. You know what I mean? Like, everybody, we hadn't been out in a while. So I feel like everyone really got dressed. And they came the fuck out. That's what I did too. Apparently I made 20 different best dressed lists. So I thank you whoever want to be best dressed. I said, because I was like, years ago, I went viral with my purple jacket. And I can't wear that again. It's just too soon. I said, what can I do? I literally had a rose gold colored jacket I was going to wear. I'm saving that one. I have a sparkly bow tie thing. I was going to say that one. But then my African kente cloth jacket. I said, that's it. I'm pulling out of the closet. That outfit's 30 years old. It was my mother's from Africa. And I had it in my closet because she was tall like me. And the jacket's unisex. It's like, it's no big deal. I had black pants. I bought a shirt. I said, no bow tie. I curled up my hair. And that was it. And that was a hit. That was it. I knew as soon as I got there, they matched the decor of the red carpet. I saw my girl Brittany from afar. I just talked to her. That's my girl also. He does need a huge primetime career. You know, he does. Salisbury steak. No, she's Sal had she was statuesque and she walked that runway. I was like, you go, bitch. She worked it out. But no one, everybody came to play. Everybody came. They came with the cutest outfits and wonderful. I saw Millie Thomas Scott walk by. She waved at me and she had to talk to her. And she looked regal and beautiful in this outfit. They all came to play. There's something, I got over 50 interviews, but there are like 50 more I didn't get. Tamron Hall looked beautiful. I talked to her. You see my interviews out now. She had a beautiful dress on and she was so sweet. So sweet. She's another one. Tamron Hall, I like her. She was friends with Prince. So, and speaking of Prince, 36 years ago today, he released his second film, Under the Cherry Moon, which is so funny. After Purple Rain, it's little Prince now. I'm a big Prince fan. Speaking of Prince, from that album, do I have it in here? What's not in here? I thought I had it in here. Oh my God, look at this, you guys. Speaking of that. El DeBarge with DeBarge. The Heart Is Not So Smart. This is from 1985. Like 45. Remember 45s? Yeah, this is it. It's DeBarge. I know the DeBarges. I know them. That's what's so funny. I know that. It's a fun one. Yes, Sal and Lamont were audition days. It was so good. I agree. I complete with you films. It was a great interview. They spilled the tea and more. And it kind of made me cry a little bit too. It was really good. It was really good. I agree with you. But other bars, it's funny. I've been showing my old 45s. I'm still going through them. Oh, look at this one. Lita Ford. Close My Eyes Forever. This is from 1988 with Ozzy Osbourne. Isn't that funny? We're 45s? 45s, kids. Oh, here's one for you. It's falling. Oh my God, it's falling apart because I've had it for so long. Say what you want, because I down. It's falling apart. Look at Michael. Look how cute he was then. I wrote my initials on it back then. It's so cute. It was so cute. But it's this whole thing. I've had this since in the 80s. That's why it's falling apart. I started digging this up. Isn't that funny? Oh, look at this. That's right. Tamara Hall, David Hall, Tamara Hall. That's all. Yes. That's so funny. Yes, I have my vinyl too, but I'm looking at my 45s. Oh, and also my Dallas 45 from 1985, South Fork Ranch. Yes. Yes, I've seen some stuff of Crystal Scott Thomas talking about Prince. Yes, I've seen it too. I've seen some of the stuff done. But yeah, these are all collectors. I've had them. This Grateful Dead 45 with Touch of Grey, it was only $1.69. Oh my God, it's so funny. It comes with a poster. Anyway, so that's all those stuff. I've been doing that. You gotta do turntable today. I have an original, it's called a Grundig from Germany. I have it in the living room. But I got some faux stuff over here that I use. I have my 8-tracks too. I have 8-tracks. Want to see one? So those of you guys who are too young, this is an 8-track. This is Carly Simon, the best of Carly Simon. This is an 8-track tape. And I have an 8-track player, it still works. Isn't that crazy? So I have my original 8-track player that still works. If I could take this camera with me, I would. This is I love Carly Simon. This has That's the Way I Always Heard It Should Be. Anticipation, and You're So Vain. You probably think this song is about you. Yeah, I saw Sheree. I saw that they posted that the other day. That's why V, you're in Minneapolis. You're in the Twin Cities. Yay! Oh, Prince, yes. Prince Rogers Nelson, may he rest in peace. There you go. Exactly. Since I say 85, it's so funny. Yes. So anyway, so yeah, so I have all kinds of I like old electronics. I like to keep them and so it's going around. Coming around again, it's a good song. That's after this one now. That's on here. I haven't got time for the pain. That's on here too. Coming around again. That's a good one too. Or let the river run. That's another one too. Mm-hmm. So yes. Carly Simon was the bomb. The bomb. Lucy and Carly Simon. Yes, Carly Simon and Carole King, and then the Ronstadt and Stevie Nicks. Those are all my girls. Pat Benatar, those are all my girls. All my girls. I constantly live in the 70s and 80s mostly. The 90s are good too. I like some 90s. I like some 90s. But I live more. My childhood was the 70s. My teenage and young adult years were the 80s. So I just kind of that's where I live. But Prince is always. Yeah, working girl. Yeah, Salomon did some great work. They did some great work. And they represented Black people very well. So that's something too. The Dream season, I have a Dallas after show here on JLJ Media. You can check it out anywhere. And it's very popular. And I talk about the Dream season. So if you want to know my feelings on the Dream season, go ahead and talk. You can go watch it or listen to it on a Dallas after show here on JLJ Media. I'm not going to comment here. Lulu, I don't remember Lulu. I remember Lulu. She had the To Sir With Love. That was one of her big hits. Yeah, so anyway, so it's kind of funny. Roberta Flack, yes. Laura Nero, yes. Barbara Streisand, my girl. Yes, a lot of them. But I'm a total. I like records. There's something about records that there's nothing like it. Nothing like it. It's just it's vinyl has a place here in LA. We have Amoeba Records. A couple other places that still sell records. So a Dallas record apparently. There's two songs. One with Crystal Gale. Remember Crystal Gale? Don't it make my brown eyes blue? She has a song, and there's a song by the Forrester sisters called "A Few Good Men." Pam and Jenna song for Bobby. But there's like there's a 10-song soundtrack. I don't have it. I had to look it up. So I just bought the 45. I probably saw it. I was a huge Dallas fan. I probably saw it and bought it. But I wanted the songs to be like a continuation of the storylines, like make them really, because country songs are very much like that. But these songs are not super country. They're kind of like urban cowboy. They're kind of country pop. Before country pop became big with, but way before Taylor Swift, obviously, before Shania Twain, before Faith Hill, before Garth Brooks. I mean, it was these are kind of country pop. It's like when the Judds came out. Oh, wait, the Young Judd, may she rest in peace. But that's what those are, kind of on there. But I haven't heard the rest of the album yet. So that's why I'm on a mission. Get the rest of the album and hear it. It's not on Spotify. Not everything on there on Apple. So there's some albums that are still out of print. Not everything transferred. I can talk about everything transferred over. They do have some of our themes on CD. They do TV shows. I have a few of those somewhere in my house, running around. I'm looking over here, they're just somewhere. Yes, Crystal Gale was the Loretta Levin's sister. Yes, Just You and I, another song that she did too. Crystal Gale was big for a while there. And Loretta Lynn, of course, legend. Eddie Rabbitt, another person who was around for a while. Eddie Rabbitt did a song with Anita Pointer, the Pointer Sisters. They had a country hit. So Pointer Sisters, they did country also. It's weird. He's like, who did country? Who didn't? So now it goes back into our whole Kenny Rogers territory and Lionel Richie. Exactly. Like Kenny Rogers, Pointer Sisters, Lionel Richie, they all did country and pop. And went back, and Dolly Parton, they all went back and forth. It was a whole thing. Yes. Well, thanks, Sam. Have a good day today. Enjoy your day. I don't say happy 4th of July or anything, but have a happy Monday and day today. Is what I will say to you. Yes. But I'm going to myself go outside for a little, get some fresh air. I wish I could take you with me. but it's not going to work. But I am going to enjoy the rest of my Monday, July 4th. Well, come on, talk music again. She did the theme for Another World. You're right. Well, come on, we'll talk. I need to talk music again. I like talking music. I used to have a music show with Jack Farmer. You can check it out here on Daytime Media, but I miss talking music. So I may come on and do something musical. I might do something musical. So I'm gonna make a little notes. Do a music live. That's what I do. Show. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, kids. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for joining me today on your days off. This was a lot of fun. I appreciate it. I think I have some ribs waiting for me, so I'm gonna get those or something. I'll talk to you later.